Okay, good. So there are some areas here that need some addressing.
Oh my Lord.
I think we all heard that. Good stuff. Wow. Okay.
Today we're in the beautiful town of Saratoga, and I'm taking you over to the renowned Root Cause Medical Clinic here in Silicon Valley. That's right, we're not talking about tech, we're talking about your health. I'm gonna meet up with my friend and doctor within a family of doctors who's also built a large social media following by combining his passions of health, wellness, fitness, and education. We're gonna step inside his world, share his story, more about his business, and some awesome tips for all of you slouching in your couch right now. Don't worry, I'm guilty of it too. All right, I'm Jake Coyne, your Bay Area Realtor, and this is the Community Spotlight with Dr. Sterling. Hey, doctor.
Hey, what's up, Jake?
Man, the myth, the doc. Good to see you.
Yeah, man.
This is how you want your doctor to look like.
I appreciate that. It's always important to make sure you look good and also feel good. That's what we do here.
Oh, perfect. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Awesome. So I'm Dr. Sterling. I am a chiropractor here at Root Cause. This is a family business. So my parents are chiropractors. They met in chiropractic school. I didn't meet my wife in chiropractic school, but it's okay. There's still hope for me. And so we are just a family that is health and healthcare, and that is what we do and what we concentrate on. And we have created something pretty unique here, which I will tell you guys all about. So let me show you around, man.
Awesome, let's do it.
Cool. So to begin, this is obviously the entrance. We usually have people here that are able to welcome you. They're not here today. We're here on the weekend. We're putting in that extra work. And there are essentially two halves of the clinic, even though it's all under one roof. So you check in, and it depends on the program that you're on. So if you are on a functional medicine type of a program, so a key part here that allows us to stand out is that we have an MD, we have some functional medicine doctors, and we have a registered dietitian, all kind of working together to create these healthcare plans. So we're able to do your lab tests, your blood work, all of that in-house, right?
Okay.
And so if you're doing that type of a program, then you would go to your right. And so basically we have these exam rooms and stuff. So let me just show you briefly. Essentially, you would come over here. To start, you would get an exam. This is a typical MD exam room. And you would just get all the clinicals and everything, all of your blood pressure, everything that you would get in a normal medical setting, you're able to get here just to qualify you and to make sure that there aren't any other underlying issues that may be
so like a checkup.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're able to start our treatment after that initial exam. And then when you do start the functional medicine aspect, or like the diet aspect of things, we go to our consultation rooms. Okay. And so each of these is it's just a way to talk about our approach, to explain what the patient is expecting. So a lot of people who come in here are already pretty informed. So they call ahead and they go, hey, I saw a video on blah, or I saw a video on hiatal hernia, or gluten, or dairy, or vitamin D. I'm just curious. And then it goes, and then they chat with our the head of the clinic, who's also my mom, and says, hey, so I got this, are you able to help me? And then if it's like, I know that we can help you, come on in. So they already have an idea of, okay, good, I know what to expect, I know the approach, but now I'm just gonna get, a personal feel of the place and chat about everything else.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you start here, and if you're like, I'm only doing chiropractic or I'm only doing physical medicine, and there actually are a lot of people who do all of this combined. So when you come over here, we then have the physical medicine aspect of things. So this is where you have our PT tables, right? And then behind over here, we have our chiropractic. This is my sweet spot right here. So that's
a closed room.
I got two offices. I got a couple. So here's
Are you just going back and forth, like
yeah,
you adjust one person, adjust the next?
Yeah, oftentimes.
That's
oftentimes. Awesome. So this is my half open room, and if I'm doing an exam, it's my first time that I'm meeting a patient. They haven't ever been adjusted, or it's just, you know, to get things out of the way, or they want more privacy. We have a closed room. Okay. So what's cool about this, as you can see, is we kind of have it all connected. So it's not like everything is all separate. It's not like, here's the chiropractic side of things, and here is like the physical therapy side of things. Because in those two professions, they don't always get along. But here we are extremely successful at combining the two for amazing results. And that is why we get such amazing results, is because we're able to combine all of these professions under the same roof. So then over here, we've got rehabilitative exercises. It's not crazy heavy weight or anything like that, but it is small stuff, because a lot of the times it's not the huge muscles that everyone has to work on. Like a lot of people can curl.
Right.
It's the postural muscles, it's your neck muscles, your low back muscles, your inner core muscles that a person isn't even aware they either have or how to activate.
Right. What are some of the main reasons that people would come for an adjustment, and maybe what's one of the most severe that you've seen?
Yeah, so a lot of reasons are these aches and pains that aren't able to go away. Okay. A lot of people come in initially for, they maybe have headaches, or they're like, I crack my neck all the time, but it just isn't helping it. Yeah, it's like a quick little, oh, I feel better for 10 seconds, but it's not changing anything. Right. So when they come in here, or if it's severe, it's more like, I can't walk because I threw out my back, or I can't turn my neck because I did something and I can't turn my neck. And so that's a bit more like, you know, an acute injury that's maybe they inflamed a joint or a disc or anything like that. So that's a bit more of the severe side of things. But I like to teach people from a holistic, whole body, like we're here to rehabilitate you on a whole body perspective. It's not only your neck that caused that, it's everything else that you didn't have the right strength, the right amount of flexibility up to that point that caused it.
I think I may need that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll take care of you later.
Yeah. What about some tips about, you know, a lot of people sit down every day like myself, but I feel like going to a chiropractor is a pretty severe step. And although I feel like I may, you know, it would be beneficial for me, are there any tips that you can show us and maybe demonstrate that, you know, we can self-assess ourselves at home, or maybe just, you know, better cure whatever aches and pains that we have?
Yeah. Okay, come with me. Let me show you this. So we'll step in my office again. That's a good question, because I see a lot of people who are in the Silicon Valley that are on computers all day. Now, a couple things that a lot of people struggle with is having to sit all day.
Right.
So terrible posture, which causes a whole bunch of strain on your back, right? And on your neck. And then all of a sudden, you're young, but imagine a person who's 50 who's been doing this, who hasn't seen a person, chiropractor, PT, anyone who's told them not to sit like that. They're like this, and they're in a lot of pain, and their spine is really, really stiff. So, okay, have a seat and face that way.
Should I
keep your jacket on for now? Yeah, that's fine. So essentially what a lot of people do as they sit is they kind of slouch. So if you roll your shoulders forward like that, what happens is you put a lot of stress on your whole entire back and on your neck, right? Okay. So your head is 12 pounds. When it's at that angle, it's probably closer to 30 to 40 pounds, right? So
From
imagine
the gravity?
Right.
Okay.
And because of the angle of it being too far forward. So over years, that puts a lot of pressure. Over years, that puts a lot of pressure over the spine, on the muscle, and the joints themselves, which causes arthritis and some degeneration. So what's smart is to get at this early, right? Okay. So, okay, good. But I will give you a couple tips now. So what I want you to do is, one, you can sit up straight, and then I'm gonna show you a stretch. So I want you to put your right arm behind your back, like that. And then I want you to tilt your head to the left like this, okay? And that's a good stretch, which you'll feel right along this whole area, along that right trap. Because every day, all we do is we're on our computer and we face forward, right? So now we need to stretch all these aspects that we don't typically do. So now try the other side with your arm behind your back.
And how long should people be doing, like holding this position?
Like 20 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
And if this is too easy, what you can do is have your hand on top here and just help to stretch.
Okay.
But don't pull too hard. and then you'll have to come see me. Those are some good things that I like to tell. If you're at your desk, you're on the phone, it doesn't matter, you're able to do these, and the person on the phone isn't even aware, right? And you're able to help with that mobility. It also has to do with your chair. So there's, I could do a whole ergonomics thing, but if your chair is terrible, too high or too low, or like your desk is up like that,
Right.
the hours on end is just, it's counterproductive to a healthy spine.
Okay.
So
Frankly, I find myself sitting not on my butt, but more on my lower back.
Yeah.
Which I know is horrible, but
Yeah.
it's just comfortable for me.
So what I would say, if with that, without even seeing your chair, is I would say that you either need to have a chair that has a lumbar support, or you can even buy one, attach it on your chair, so that even if you lean back, you are able to maintain that curve in your lower back. Okay. Because at this point, you're kind of able to get away with things because you are so young.
Right.
But in 10 years, it's going to be like, man, that takes a little bit longer to get up in the morning.
Yeah, I should have started exercising 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Sterling, let's dive into your story a little bit.
Yeah.
First question, how long have you been practicing?
I've been practicing about 3 years now. I just actually had my 3-year, work anniversary.
Wow,
Congratulations. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I loved the aspect of adjusting. I don't know why. There's just this whole aspect. It's a sport to me. So I would train in soccer and I was like, I have to get better at this one move or this one kick. Okay. Here it's like, I need to practice that adjustment. It's just the same type of approach that I've always loved and I've been drawn to. So I just love the aspect. I just had to be able to adjust.
That's awesome. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
It's very physical.
Yeah, it is.
That does translate well from sports.
All right, so let me ask you some questions now.
All right, let's hear them.
All right, so you're kind of on the cutting edge of the content aspect of things as a real estate agent. Why did you choose to do that, and how has that helped you?
Yeah, well, I see that you're doing it too with your medical field, and of course I watched all this stuff online, and it's the new wave. I'm a big proponent of Gary Vee.
Yeah.
And in real estate, it's especially as a young guy, it's hard to build that credibility when I'm competing with a lot of people that have been in the business for 25 years.
Yeah.
And so I needed an edge, and I needed to get my name out there, and I wanted to build a brand.
Yeah.
And I feel like video is not just self-serving in building a brand, and it is, I'm not gonna say it's not, but it's also educational, and it's also, in what I'm doing, what I wanna do, of course, what we're doing here is showcase the community.
Yeah.
And with real estate, that's what I'm selling.
Yeah.
I'm selling the people, I'm selling the neighborhoods.
Absolutely.
And I think that sort of melded very well together in what I'm doing, and
I think it's smart. I think what you're doing is smart, and I think that a lot of people that are their late 20s, early 30s, they're starting to look at other aspects of property, like they're starting to make money, they're starting a career in tech or something like that. And so I think it'll pay off, man. I really hope it does for you. And I think you just have to keep building. I know for me, it's easy to get distracted with the everyday aspect of things, because I could be busy and not do any content, and I'm sure that you could too. But I think that you and I appreciate the importance of content and know that that is for sure the future. So yeah, man, I like that approach too. And I'm glad that you were able to reach out, because I like this, and I like helping out.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
All right, so how is it working with the family, and what's sort of the vision behind Root Cause Medical Clinic? Where are you planning on taking it? What's the goals, etc.?
Yeah, so I love it. I mean, it's not easy for every family to work together, but we are extremely close, and that's something that we've always been proud of as a family, is that we just always stay close. And so that, and I love it. I know it's not gonna last forever, because we're planning to open up a bunch of different clinics. But as of right now, I love the fact that I see my family every day, all day, and I'm just enjoying every moment of it. However, it has been my parents' dream to expand to multiple clinics. So right now, my parents are in Florida because we're expanding, expanding in Clearwater, which is a cool little area just to have an East Coast type of a presence. and then the next goal is to go to LA. So when I came on board, I told them, I'm like, listen, I want to be a chiropractor and I love this, but I don't want to be in the same office forever. I want to do something on a larger scale than just an office for my whole life.
Okay.
And a lot of people enjoy that, but to me, I was like, I want to do something bigger. So they were like, well, it has been our dream to be able to do multiple clinics and spread healthcare throughout the world, right? Wow. But we just haven't had the team. So I'm like, well, I'm on the team now. Let's do it. I got my sister on, and we're just all about it, and it's great. I mean, you know, a happy family is a family that has a passion and a purpose that you're all on board with, and when everyone supports each other, like, it's the best feeling, honestly. So that's kind of where we're hoping to be, like LA end of 2020.
Wow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, no, I know. Like now,
just
I'm like,
you're just opening this other one.
I know. And I'm like,
awesome.
guys, you're not getting any younger, and I want you guys to see your dream fulfilled while you're able to still enjoy it and spread the word and travel and do all this stuff. Right. So, you know, it's, you know, I want to move fast. You have to move fast. Yeah. Wow. You have to, or else you'll be as is, you know, average in the status quo. If you move kind of fast, you have to do twice as much just to get a step ahead.
Right.
So that's kind of what our mentality is lately.
All right, so right now we're gonna have Dr. Sterling demonstrate a chiropractic adjustment on myself.
Let's do it, man.
Consist of?
You're gonna find out. You're gonna come with me. Come on, let's do it.
Nervous.
Yeah, no need to be nervous at all. First, you know, I need to know a little bit about you. What are some of the issues that you have going on? I heard you cracking your back just by twisting earlier.
I cracked my back, I cracked my neck. I think one of the issues is I bend my lower spine a lot.
Okay.
More importantly, I think that one of my shoulders is raised more than the other.
Okay, so sit and face that way first. I'm just gonna feel around and see what I find. So head up straight, good. And I'm just gonna get my hands on here and see what I notice in the spine. So just.
What is it that you're looking for here?
What I'm looking for here is any abnormalities in regards to how the spine moves or feels. So a spine should feel a very specific way. It should feel healthy, it should feel loose. And then when you find some areas like that, feel that? Mm-hmm. It's a little tender, right? It's a little bit tighter compared to the rest. That would be not normal necessarily. So that would be an impaired part of the spine that's not able to function at 100%. So let me check and compare to this side. And when a person has some misalignments, it can cause it to not move properly. So you kind of feel in this area too, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of along this area in your lower part of the neck. On both sides. So we'll probably check that out for an adjustment, but it should move a lot better than that. And it also should not be tight. So an example that I like to show, if you give me your hand, so this is a joint, right?
Yeah.
If I'm squeezing this, it's not sore or painful. Mm-hmm. Now imagine if I twisted it, it was swollen, and then I squeezed it again.
Yeah.
That'd be painful, right? Would be. So that's kind of what's happening in here is it should not be painful, but it's a little bit tight and sore, right? Okay. So we will definitely correct that because I want that joint to be healthy and it should feel like that, pain-free.
Okay.
All right, good. So lay on your back. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna do some tests. So as of now, I'm gonna do some muscle testing, and this is just gonna give me an idea of if there's anything that is a little bit off in this area. So it's not a strength test, but it's more of a muscle integrity test, okay?
Okay.
So actually I want you to hold your arm in here, and I want you to squeeze the arm in and don't let me pull the arm away from you, okay? So hold there. Good, that's nice and strong. Arm bent, hold there. Don't let me push the hand in. Good. Bring the arm out here, hold right, elbow straight, hold there, don't let me push. Good, so all that is strong as you felt. Now let me compare to this side here. You did it. All right, arm straight, good, and push in this way. Good, so all that's strong. Cool. I'm gonna check now your lower back or your legs. Okay. Now all of the nerves that control your legs and all this area comes from your lower back, okay? Okay. So it'll give me an idea if there is any type of dysfunction in there or not. So knee bent, twist the foot inward, hold there. Don't let me twist the foot out. Good, that's nice and strong too. Legs straight, rotate outward. Good, hold there. Don't let me push the leg down. So you see how that is a little bit weaker compared to everything else I already checked. Right. So what that tells me, so that is your hip flexor. which
Inside
is your
or
psoas
outside?
muscle, which is on the inside, and it attaches to the inside of L2, 3, 4. Okay. So now, as I talked about earlier, when you have a subluxation and that nerve flow is impinged, what happens is you're not able to get proper function. So imagine as an athlete, if you only had half of the capacity of your psoas, you're going to either pull it or try to get another muscle to get in there to do extra work in order to make up for it. Okay. So let me check, compare to the right side, see if this psoas is turned on. So leg here, hold strong. That one's good. Knee bent. Twist in, hold there. Don't let me twist. Okay, good. So what I want to do is see if I can correct that as well. But so first I'm going to start with your neck, and then I'm going to work my way down. Okay. Yeah. Does that feel a little bit uncomfortable in there?
More so than the other spots that you pressed, for sure.
Yeah, it does, huh? Okay, good. So there are some areas here that need some addressing.
Oh my Lord.
I think we all heard that. Good stuff. Wow. Okay. What I like to do is to be specific. So I don't like to adjust the right and the left just because. I like to make sure that every adjustment has a purpose. So that absolutely had a purpose, and you felt that. So let me have you turn over on your stomach, and let me check out the back and everything else, okay?
All right.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust you on your side, because this is kind of the part of the psoas that is probably impacting that. So let me have you face me on your side this way. Good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adjust this part of your lower back, okay?
All right.
Just right in here, so relax here. Okay. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, so lay on your back. So we got some good movement out of you. That's what happens when you don't ever get adjusted. Okay, so bring this leg up straight on the test that I did before. So rotate out, hold strong, don't let me push. Look at that.
It's a lot more better. That's crazy.
Also, how does it feel to you? Like, it feels easier to hold that, right?
Yeah, last time I couldn't hold it at all.
Right. And it's because of that connection of the nerve, which you may not even be aware of, right? So now we're able to reestablish that connection to your body, which then allows it to function at a higher level. Good, man. So I want you to actually just to stand up, and I want you to move around. I want you to move your neck around, your back around. I just want you to see what you notice after that.
I don't know, I just feel so light.
Yeah,
I feel a lot
I hear
lighter.
that a lot.
And yeah, just a sense of relief all around.
Yeah.
Man,
Awesome.
sensational.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah.
Like, does this benefit in the weight room at all too?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I feel like my weights were plateauing, and maybe,
Yeah.
you know, now that
Absolutely.
I squat, I'll gain a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, if you have anything that is trying to inhibit how you perform, how you move, that can absolutely impact. And also, you know, it can prevent an injury from happening. So let's say, you know, if you're trying to hit a PR, but you're not properly functioning, your hip isn't moving right, you're like, I'm just gonna go for it anyway. That's where injuries can occur.
Okay.
When you stay aligned and everything is properly functioning, you then allow yourself to be able to constantly progress.
All right, everyone, if you are interested in fitness, he's actually a fitness instructor.
Fitness coach.
Fitness coach, certified fitness coach. So we're gonna be creating another video for all of us to get in shape or stay in shape for the new year with this doctor-approved workout. So if you wanna check that out, click the link of the pop-up with the next video that's gonna be coming out soon. Other than that, please like and subscribe on the video, and make sure you follow Dr. Sterling on Instagram, and check out Root Cause Medical Clinic, because it will save your spine.
And your life.
And your life. All right, thanks a lot.
Appreciate it,
Thanks
man.
so much for having us.
Thanks.